All right,
I
chat.
kind of love that. I'm not gonna lie.
While my
Yeah.
illustrious pod gets set up with their draws and hands and all that stuff, just a reminder, we are playing for Extra Life. So from 6 p.m. all the way till midnight tonight, I've got 3 different pods, 9 amazing guests. This is pod 2 about to start. We'll be playing until about 10 o'clock. The link is pinned to the chat. You can also scroll down on my main page and see a big graphic for my a link to Extra Life. Raises money for Children's Hospital Pittsburgh. I've been doing it for 14 years. It's a great charity. Check it out if you're into doing charities. It's just a really fun charity to do, period. But if you can donate, I'd appreciate it. If not, at least share the chat or share the stream, socials and stuff like that. Let everybody know we're doing this. I'm extremely grateful for all 3 of you guys to show up and do this. I really, really appreciate it. And let's start with Ham, and please go around, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and we've kind of already talked about what our decks do, so we don't have to do that. But who you are and what you do and where they can find you.
Yeah, Brian, thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. So my name is Graham. I go by Hamhawks42, and I actually stream Arena primarily, but I have been just jamming Commander I don't know, every time I get an opportunity. And actually, I've been doing a weekly show on the YouTubes actually with Jarvis. Fun fact, generic Commander. So you may hear more about that later. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's dudes getting together and playing Commander. So if you like this, you'll probably like that. Just an assumption. But yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to support a good cause. Birds.
Birds.
Cool. Thanks. So yeah, Jarvis, take it away.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm Jarvis. You can pretty much find me everywhere at Jarvis_Moonbeam. I stream Commander. Don't worry, I am getting my schedule out for November. It's just life sucks and has too much going on. But yeah, as Ham said, generic Commander. We are generic because it's 4 guys doing what everyone else does on the internet. And our illustrious co-hosts are Jolly St. Click and Uncle Russ. And Jolly's the good-looking one, so he tells us, and the smart one.
Yeah, he's the smart one for sure. Yeah.
And I'm just playing Green Stompy. It's essentially mono green bulk rares with some not so bulk rares in there.
Love it.
Well, I guess that's me then.
Yeah.
Why, hello. I am Joe Kilcar. I'm a voice actor. I'm also 1/3 of the host and editor of The Thought Festival, a podcast where we like to talk about magic, and one of my favorite topics, am I the arch enemy? And am I the asshole, but make it magic? And tonight, I'm playing the meaningful reduction of life totals, Gev Scaled Scourge. I love this deck so much because it took me back to when I first got into Magic and built myself a 60-card Bloodthirst deck. Gev is just better Bloodthirst.
Fair.
See, I never have to think about whether I'm the asshole or I'm the arch enemy. Everyone just tells me.
Well, we actually do it for more of the social interactions instead of the in the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Such
Jarvis,
as
you're one of the yeah. Oh,
So
sorry.
just my complaint about green and Howling Mine is the asshole part.
Right.
I've learned to bring in more group hug elements just to get on Jarvis's nerves. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also funny that you're primarily an arena streamer and getting more into Commander, because with Foundations, I got more interested in playing Arena Standard. And
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I built myself a Reanimator survival list.
I love it. Yes.
It's been fantastic so far. I was able to get like 8 creatures out with only 1 land on one of my games. It was crazy.
That's okay.
That's wild. I'm here for it. Reanimator is easily my favorite style. Actually, one of my other decks that I was considering today was my 10 of the Harvester deck, but it's off to the side for now.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe later if we can knock this out quickly. So yeah, I love it.
Is everyone good with their hands?
All right.
Yep.
All right,
I'm good to go.
Let's dive in. Just in case anyone wasn't paying attention earlier, I am playing Obeka Splitter of Seconds, so I want to take as many upkeeps as possible. It's just about getting her through, if she can get through, trigger them, and do lots of like indirect damage. I love the deck. I don't play it too often because everyone knows what it does, and it's not like it's super. You can be super unique with it because there's only a handful of positive upkeep cards in those 3 colors for you. So it's like, they're all kind of the same. So I don't like to just so I play it sparingly, but I like it.
How come I feel like there's a non-zero chance I'm seeing one of my least favorite cards today?
I'm playing a Mirrored Landscape, comes in tapped, and I will pass.
All right. Yeah, I'm thinking the likelihood of a Howling Mine being in the Obeka deck is probably pretty good.
Oh, it's not Howling Mine. Descent into Avernus.
Oh, that one. Right, Howling Mine's on draw step. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Command Tower, and I'm gonna tap for a Silver Raven, which is a 1/1 flying burb. And when it enters, I scry 1.
I am one of the few members of the Descent into the Avernus Hatred Club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that on bottom and then pass.
Oh, I figured you were done.
Okay.
I played
You're good.
Complete opposite.
and a Fyndhorn Elves, and I'll pass.
We're good.
All right, I'll draw, and
We'll just post the incentives in the chat here, and like, don't worry about the $30 one there, Jarvis. You don't need to worry about that.
we'll play a Rakdos Guildgate, and then I'll pass.
Why do you do this to me?
I'm trying to help sick kids.
I
Is
love
what I'm
that.
doing. I'll play swap for turn. Unfortunately, we're going super slow because I don't have all the colors and I don't have stuff, so I'm gonna pass.
All right. Untap. Keeping it
Yeah,
moving.
maybe a landscape in a 3-color deck is a bit rough.
Well, I had
Yeah.
3 lands. It was just 2 swamps and a mirrored landscape. So I'm like, well, that still only gets me 2 of the colors eventually.
All right. I'm gonna pay 2 for a
Foul
Foul
Watcher?
Watcher. It is a 1/2 for 2. It has Delirium. It gets +1/+0 if I have Delirium, which I don't. But when it enters, I surveil 1. That 2 will go on bottom. All right. Or no, sorry, not bottom. Graveyard. What am I doing? Whoop. Surveil, not scry. It is a Celestial Gatekeeper that is going to my graveyard. 2/2 for 5 with flying. When it's put into a graveyard from play, remove from the game, then return up to 2 target birds or clerics from a graveyard to play. So a little Reanimator sub-theme in Azorius, because why not? And you know what, Brian, I want to say thank you very much for having me.
Wait.
with the first one.
Wait.
I-
There's another reason why.
Because Johnny
You
said I was
didn't
the threat.
set his commander.
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. So here's your reminder to set the commander in spell table. Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, whenever I'm guesting on someone's stream, I always send the first chip damage their way as a way
Oh,
of
of
saying
course.
thank you
Yeah.
for having me. So,
yep.
you know,
1 damage. You
it feels
said?
appropriate.
Painful.
Just
gift.
1.
Yep, I will
Yep.
take the damage.
And that is all. Pass it.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Forest. I'm now going to cheat legally because green cheats and play Cultivate. I'll go get my 2 Forest and pass.
All right, I'll untap. I will draw. I'm going to lightning bolt myself to have this black gate enter in untapped.
Fair enough.
Also, if you didn't know, my sub theme in this is Maze's End.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
I love
I
that.
will play Gav Scaled Scourge. After that, I believe I will pass.
Okay, well, I guess that kind of changes things. I drew an island, so I'll play that. I guess we will tap and crack the mirrored landscape for 2 mountains to at least get all the colors. But I will pass after.
All right. Untapping. Drawing. Ooh, all right. I'm going to play a Deserted Beach, which is actually glaring like whoa, because it's the search foil from Doctor Who. So there's that. And then I was bemoaning my lack of a good 3-drop, and then I actually just drew a card that I'm going to go ahead and play, and that's a Ghostly Prison.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, creatures can't attack me unless their controller pays 2 for each attacking creature. So that seems decent.
Man, that's
And
crazy.
I'm going to go... Yeah, it's not bad. It buys me time, which I appreciate, because I'm not leaving blockers back. Psh, this thing's got to swing, baby. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to send the Silver Raven at Jarvis, and I'm going to send the Foul Watcher at Joe. So spreading it out. Spreading the love.
Is that 1?
Just 1.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 1 apiece.
I don't
1,
want to
2, 1,
talk
1.
about Ghostly Prison.
What are you talking about? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you like any
It's
magic
perfectly fair
cards in
Bell's
this
Magic
game
card.
that you play, Jarvis?
Oh no, it's with Ghostly Prison. Our recording on
Oh.
Tuesday, I was a big dummy.
Oh.
You will get to see it when the video comes out on Tuesday. But yeah, it
On
made me
Tuesday,
sad.
it was quite the epiphany after the game.
I love Ghostly Prison. I
oh,
was
okay.
just stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it. Yeah. Any deck with white in it, you might as well run it. You know. Yeah.
Forest, and then Case of the Locked Hothouse, which lets me play an additional land on each of my turns. And once I have 7 or more lands, it becomes solved. And then once it's solved, I could cast spells and play lands from cast creatures and enchantments and play lands from the top of my library. So I do have another land to play. You know what, Brian?
Yes.
I'll swing my Finhorn Elves at you for 1.
You got it.
Didn't
And then
even need
I'll-
that mana.
No.
I'm getting thanked so lovingly from my guests.
Well, you're the.
We're glad to be
I-
here.
I couldn't afford the cost that Ham was charging,
Mhm.
and Joe had a
True.
blocker.
Yeah, that's my
And then I will
certainly
pass.
biggest drawback. I always am open the longest.
I will draw. I am going to play the backside of Malakir Rebirth for Malakir Mire. And then I will tap 2 and play a Crackling Perimeter. Tap and untap gate you control. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Maybe a little relevant.
A little bit.
And now I will move to combat. And Jarvis, you are ramping real hard over there. I'm gonna have 3 commander at you.
Yes, I'm cheating. I understand.
You know, it is what it is.
Potato, whatever.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Don't worry. Next turn I'll ramp too.
Tap, upkeep. I
Don't doubt
will
this.
play a swamp. Then I will go ahead and tap 1 of each plus an extra for Obeka, Splitter of Seconds, with a beautiful signature on it. So 2/5 with Menace. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, I get that many additional upkeep steps after this phase. That's all I got. I will pass.
All right. Untapping, upkeeping, and drawing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play a Fabled Passage, and I'm just gonna go ahead and crack it right away for an island because we can, and it untaps immediately upon entering because it's my 4th land.
Because I'm
All right, love me a good Fabled Passage. And then definitely going to combat, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and send the Silver Raven at. I'm gonna send the Silver Raven at Joe, and I'm gonna send the Foul Watcher at Jarvis. So 1 damage apiece in the air. And then, believe it or not, I'm just gonna pass.
I don't
I
believe
think
it.
Here, I thought you were about to say you were walking on air.
Nice, thank you. I
Eh,
thought
eh,
it went through my
eh,
mind
yep.
as well.
Wonderful.
I was like, I'm so old, no one else is gonna get that one.
Rogue's Passage is my
I
land
gotcha.
Got me, Joe. I appreciate you.
For 2 mana, I will play a Paradise Druid.
Cool.
4 mana, I'll play a Fulking Raptor. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I get to add 2 green mana, and it has Ward 2.
Hey, what's up, JM?
Seems good.
Thanks for stopping by.
JM.
Hello, hello.
And then I will pass turn.
Look at this
Alright.
stellar
1 land
pod.
away.
No revenge mana dorks coming my way. I see. I will draw this card.
I want to have the 1 green mana open, no reason.
No reason.
I'll play a Shivan Gorge. I'm going to tap the Black Gate to activate Crackling Perimeter, so each of my opponents will take 1 damage.
Ow.
I will then tap a red to play a Blister Spit Gremlin, which will enter with 3+1/+1 counters on it.
Okay.
As well as tapping 2 for a Basilica Screecher, which will also enter in with 3+1/+1 counters on it.
That seems good.
And unfortunately, I had to use all of my mana for that, so I can't revenge at all.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
But
alright.
at least I have a flying blocker now. That's a 4/5.
That is relevant. Yeah.
I don't see any good attacks, so I'll just pass.
Tap up, draw. Not exactly want. See, I don't have any good attacks either because that's the thing. It's like I love Obeka, but she's on. I played her on turn 4. Turn 5, everyone's got more than one creature, so it's like
Yeah.
he's not. The menace doesn't really help that much. All right, I guess do it like this then. I will tap 2 to play Ring of Evos Isle. Tap 1 to equip it to Obeka. So the ring says I can pay 2, and she gains hexproof until end of turn. And at the beginning of my upkeep, I put a +1/+1 counter on her if she.
But she doesn't need to be sad.
What's that? Yeah, she's sad. She's
blue.
sad because
She
she
doesn't
can't
need
do
to be sad.
anything. But I guess we're gonna have to pay 2 for the Ghostly Prison and swing Obeka for 2 damage.
All right. 2 damage. Yep. That is going to get through.
So then I get 2 more upkeeps. So then she gets 2 counters.
Nice.
And that's all I got. Wide open. I will pass.
All right. On your end step, I'm going to flash in a Salvation Swan. It is a 3/3 flash flyer. I get to blink creatures that I control without flying, but all of my creatures currently have flying, so that's irrelevant. And that also triggers whenever another bird enters as well. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and untap, upkeep, and draw, as one does. All right. I'm going to play a combo. Well, not really a combo. I'm going to play a card that is just absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. Battle Screech. This is a sorcery. I get to put 2 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying into play. And it has flashback. And the flashback cost on it, and yeah, the flashback cost on it is actually to tap 3 untapped white creatures that I control. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap the Salvation Swan and the 2 tokens that I just made to put in 2 more tokens here. I think
Thanks,
this
I hate it.
Yeah.
I love it. What are you talking about? So the 2 tokens are untapped. These 2 tokens are, 2 are tapped, 2 are untapped. I hope that's relatively clear what's going on there. I don't have enough just bird tokens. I do have my infinite tokens though, so I can go that route if it's easier.
Yay, infinite tokens.
Not a
But,
sponsor, but really cool person.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
not a sponsor, but really cool.
Yes. And let's see. I've got my little 1 damage that I can send around. So where do I start leaving blockers back at this point? You know what? Nah, I'm still swinging, baby. I'm gonna send the Foul Watcher at Jarvis, and I'm gonna send the Silver Raven at Brian. So 1 damage apiece.
You got it.
It's not much. I'm just gonna keep on poking.
Nope.
It's
All
not
right.
much, but it's honest work.
You know? Exactly.
No, it's like it's not
And I
it's
got
not
3
much,
cards
but
in
it's
hand.
honest damage.
Honest damage, exactly. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it. So yeah, take it away.
Man, I'm starting to miss my land drops, but I do get 2 green mana to start. So we use that green mana and this 6 mana to play a Kamal Heart of Krosa. So now, beginning of combat on my turn, creatures I control get +3/+3 and trample until end of turn.
Yeah.
Seems decent. Yeah.
I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
I am going
Sure.
to swing 8 over at Brian.
The commander or anything? No.
No, it's my Hulking Raptor.
Big old dino.
Yep.
But I will now pay 2 for my commander. And that will be my turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I will play a swamp. I am going to tap for 4 and cast a Rankle, Master of Pranks. While I cast that spell, using the extort, I will extort it, so each of my opponents will lose 1 life, and I will gain 3.
No.
And then Rankle enters in with 3 +1/+1 counters.
The horror. No.
Okay.
Now, as much as I would love to leave Rankle up as a blocker, he wants to swing.
That's fair.
So we're gonna go swinging. And we're probably going to be swinging at the person that just played Galton.
That sounds fair.
I don't understand.
You understand just fine.
So that will be 6 in the air.
Can't do anything about that.
And then I will be choosing just each player will discard a card, and then each player will lose 1 life and draw a card.
Okay.
All right.
I will be discarding a Nettle Drone.
I'm gonna discard a Dragon Stalker.
Llanowar Elves.
Discard a wild guess. Damage
And
and
then we
draw
each
card.
draw 1, lose 1.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
The meaningful reduction of life totals.
That's fair.
I will then pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, get a counter. Turn. I will play the Paramorphic Expanse I drew off of your kindness, and crack it to go get an island. But at least I have 2 of each one.
I am benevolent.
Who are the benevolent? Oh my lord! Always in this. There we go. Now the question is, I don't know.
Me either.
Yeah, nor do I.
No, I guess
I could know, but I don't.
might. You might, Rabbit. You might. All right. We're just gonna. I mean, if this makes me a target, then it makes me a target. Tapping 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, to play Hunger of the Ancient One, i.e., Exquisite Blood. Whenever an opponent loses life, I gain that much. Smack each other around is all you want. And then I will go ahead and pass turn.
Interesting.
Each other, you say.
Yes, whenever an opponent loses life, I gain them.
But that sounds like we're gonna just want to smack you now.
Well, I know, but you should
In
smack
fact,
each other.
we should now, in fact, smack you because you're piggybacking off of my meaningful reduction of damage.
That's how greatness is
Sure,
made.
it's
I
not
stand on the shoulders of giants, and then I see above the clouds. That is how it works.
You know, something to say for that. All right. I'm just gonna play an Evolving Wilds in my land for turn. I'm then gonna pay 2 and cast Winged Words. It costs 1 less because I have a creature with flying. Draw 2 cards, so it's a flappy divination.
Jealous.
All right, I like it.
Well, I'm only jealous because I
Man.
haven't got any of my card draw yet.
You're doing
Yeah,
fine.
card draw's pretty rad. I'm a fan. I'm gonna go ahead and play out a Dusk Rider Falcon, which is an old school bird from Weatherlight. It is a 1/1 for 2 with flying and protection from black. So that's pretty fun. So it can't be targeted by black stuff, and it can't be damaged by black stuff, nor can it be blocked by black stuff. So
Yep.
handy that. And then I should probably do some combat action because I've got stuff with which to do combat action.
You.
So yeah, going to combats. I'm gonna send the Silver Raven and the Foul Watcher, as well as one of the tokens at Jarvis, and then I'm gonna offset the Exquisite Blood by sending 3 birds at Brian.
Now,
So-
before you do that, could I just
Yeah.
counter argument that your 1/1s and stuff, while impressive in Moss, is not going to do as much damage to me as the freaking giant ass tramply guys that are going to come swinging my way. So maybe send them at the guys with the bigger life total and stuff like that, and then
Joe currently has a flying blocker that does happen to be mono black, so that's a factor. I don't want to lose too many of my burbs just yet before I can go wide meaningfully around that, is my main thought there.
yeah.
You know what? So that's fair. I see your point. You're not wrong.
Don't anger me.
Don't anger me.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep the salvation spot. I can appreciate that. You're gonna net 0 here.
Okay.
And Jarvis is gonna take 3.
That's fine.
And I think we'll be okay. I will crack my Evolving Wilds for planes, and that is my turn. So, Jarvis, take it away. All right. Actually, it's snow-covered planes at that, which I forgot I had in
Ooh.
here. All right. Check it out. Ooh.
Yeah.
There's 1 snowbird. That's just
Forest?
decent. even if you don't have snow.
Forest.
So
I have 2 floating green mana. I want to use that 2 floating green mana to pay the ghostly prison costs.
fair
And
enough.
I'm gonna
Uh,
swing.
Wait, I believe the cost for Ghostly Prison has to be paid while in combat.
I don't
Does
think so,
that?
no, it's just that you can't attack unless you pay it. So you can pay the cost whenever you want.
I believe it's when you declare the attacker.
Yeah, I mean,
think
that's-
is how you do it.
Is it? Because I've always everyone that I've always played with has paid it whenever they want it. So
This
education.
cost there is a reminder text. This cost is paid as attackers are declared.
Oh,
So,
there you
yeah.
go.
Okay. I just that means I'm gonna have to do something else. You know what it is? Attack you with more stuff.
That's
Play
a
2
weird
for
math, but
Naturalize.
okay.
Destroy your ghostly prison and then swing out. Yeah. Anyway.
See,
Yeah.
the new printings of it doesn't have that reminder text.
Oh, this is old.
They
This is
said
Champions of
it-
Kamigawa.
Yeah, it
This,
just says creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature he or she controls that's attacking you. So I guess that makes sense. It can only be happening while you're attacking.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've never.
So,
I've
well-
yeah, they just reworded it.
everybody's
Yeah,
always
it
just done it when they
makes
do it
sense.
because it's all half the time people will have to remind you. It's like I'm swinging this at you. You're playing for. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll pay 2.
Mhm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 2 of that mana. Then I'm gonna use that 2 mana to make this forest a land. I mean this forest a creature.
Okay.
A 1/1 elemental using Kamala's ability. Then I'll pay
Groovy.
4 and attack you for 19.
I mean,
ramp.
so how big is the land?
4/4.
4/4.
It's indestructible.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
and also
relevant.
vigilance. I forgot about that.
That is relevant. It's a 19, eh?
1/1 elemental creature that with vigilance, indestructible, and haste. That's still a land.
Oofta. And actually, given that you don't have any reach creatures down, I can understand your concern. So, okay. So, 19. I don't math good, but if I'm not mistaken, that puts me at a 16. Is that right?
Yeah, your
And
total's a
now,
little
and
too
now
high.
Brian really needs to get smacked.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry. I can take care of Brian later.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, the green can deal with big numbers. That's, that'll be doable. All right, fair
And
enough.
I'm gonna move
Yeah,
to
no
my
block.
end
That's what
step.
that meant, by the way. Yeah.
My case of the locked hothouse is now solved, and I will pass the turn.
All right.
And I'm gonna cheat. That's a good card.
I'll draw. Funny enough, not a land.
Oh no.
That's a
I
shame.
know. It is, in fact, quite a shame. So I believe I am going to tap 1, cast a Thrall Parasite, pay the extort. Brian will gain only 1, and I will gain 3.
Oh, Ham. Oh yeah, I was like, there
Yo.
we go. I was like, you hadn't pressed enter after changing your life total before.
Oh, I
So it's
hadn't.
still-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so it's
looked
still
good on my
showing.
side, but yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And the Thrall Parasite will also enter in with 3+1/+1 counters. Ain't it nice? All of this, they're just so big.
It's so funny because I associate Gev with a standard deck that sees a lot of play, and in 1v1, like it's still very good, but holy cow, does it scale? Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
scales really well.
really well. Yeah.
I'm in danger.
I believe I need to swing Rankle at Brian.
That's fair.
So I will be swinging 6 in the air at you.
You got it. A 6
And then I will again choose discard a card and draw a card.
and lose a life, or
I don't want to discard this card. Yeah,
Yeah, you will also lose life, which means that Brian gains 1. No,
No,
Brian
2.
gains.
I don't want to discard this card. It's a fog.
Ooh, fog is a very good one to have. Yeah, I'm gonna discard a Nimble Obstructionist.
I'll be discarding Cranko Mob Boss.
Oh
Thank
man.
God.
Ooh, all right.
I didn't know if you noticed that I only have 1 red producing land.
Feel that,
It's been an issue.
yep. I mean, you're doing pretty well.
Mhm.
Yep. I will tap 2, and I will cast a Flame Cash Gecko. Brian, you'll take the 1 because it's a lizard.
Yep.
It will enter. I'll put the 3+1/+1 counters onto it. I will also add a red and a black to my mana pool, to which I will. Oh, you know what? Didn't forget to do it. I will extort.
I was gonna ask. I was like, where are the 3 coming for that one?
Hey, Ham.
Oh, the 3 is because damage has already been done. Loss of life has already been done to each of my opponents this turn, so it was already online.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Hey, I think you and I can agree that we need to take care of them because our life totals are half starting life totals. They're both above.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see a dinosaur going your way anytime soon.
I appreciate that. And yeah.
I will activate the Flame Cash Gecko with the black and red floating to discard a card, which will, I do not believe this is useful in this scenario with less mana, a Torment of Hailfire.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I will draw this card. Yeah, I believe I'm done.
Untap, upkeep, up, card for turn. Boy, that would be nice if I could get through. Actually, all the cards in my hand would be great if I could actually get through, which I cannot.
You don't know. You don't know if Cam's gonna block.
I mean, I'm
You
pretty
never know,
sure.
right? It's Schrodinger's attack. You're never,
Yeah, until you actually attack. Let's see.
Who's to say?
Really, who knows, right? We will tap 4 for a Dust Mantle Seer. Flying 4/4. At the beginning of my upkeep, each player reveals top card of their library, loses life equal to that card's converted mana cost, and then puts it in their hand. I'm helping.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
It's a group Bob.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Oof. Yeah. Oh. All right.
Again, cannot get through. So it would be one time on my next turn. Not that scary, guys.
I'm at
I'm at
13.
20. I'm at 20, and I play multiple cards that are 7 mana or more.
Well, then you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Learn from this
especially
experience.
Especially with 4 upkeeps.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
No, it's my upkeep. It's not like everybody's.
I know,
Mhm.
but if you swung and got your 4 upkeeps from Obeka,
Actually, it would be 6, but yes. Again, can't get through. I'm going to tap 2, and then I want to discard. I'll discard Venser's Journal to play Highway Robbery. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2 lands. Get him out of the deck, right? That helps.
Deck.
All right, so Obeka is a 6/7. No, 6/9. 6/9, but I just might as well just leave that for block. So, yeah, pass.
All right.
He's
See
super
what I can do
scary,
here.
but only half the time.
All right. Okay. See what we see. I think the time has come for my commander.
Bad time.
So now that we see it, I was actually saving that fog for when you played your commander.
Yeah, that makes sense because it has the potential to be a very good turn. I want to play a Temple of Enlightenment if I land for turn. I'm going to go ahead and scry 1. I guess that can stay. And yeah, I'm just going to pay 5, and I'm going to play out my commander, who is Castrol the Wind-Crested. Is a 4/5 bird scout with flying, and whenever one or more birds I control deal combat damage to a player, I get to choose one. I may put a bird card from my graveyard or hand onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. I can put a +1/+1 counter on each bird I control, or I get to draw a card. Cool part is that triggers per person getting hit, which is my favorite thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's to a player, so it does count each individual player. So if I hit one person with 7 things, it only counts once. But if I hit 3 players, each with 1 thing, I get it 3 times. So
Very
it's pretty
cool.
rad. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and go to combat. 3 cards in my hand, no untap lands. And I'm going to go ahead and send... And I understand that as a direct result of me doing this, I'm just going to get absolutely just blasted on the follow-up by somebody. I'm not sure. We'll see who. So I'm going to go ahead and go into combat because I need these triggers. Jarvis, you still don't have any flyers, right?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to send the Silver Raven your way. That's it. I am then also... I'm going to send the Dusk... So yeah, Joe, right now your only flyer is a black creature, right?
yes. In fact, both of my flyers are black creatures.
Hooray! So this Falcon has protection from those. So that is coming your way. So that's 1 damage to each of you that neither of you can block. And then I'm gonna send and Brian, you've got 2 or you got 1 flyer right now.
I have a 4/4 flyer. Yeah.
4/4. You know what? I'm gonna play it a little safe. I'm gonna go a little easy here. I'm gonna send actually, you know what? I'm gonna send 2 of my 1/1 bird tokens your way, with the assumption that you're gonna block 1 of them, but I guess that's up to you. You could just take 2 here.
I will block one of them.
I'll take the one.
All right. So it's 1 day. Well,
I gain a
ultimately,
life.
Brian, you lose 1 and then gain 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, gain 1 total, and then Joe and Jarvis each take 1, and then Castrol has 3 triggers to deal with. Looking at my graveyard, I have a couple of big ones. Like Dragonstalker has pro dragons. It's a 3/3. That's interesting. And the Celestial Gatekeeper has a death trigger. The problem with Castrol's ability is it comes in with a finality counter on it. So that doesn't really work all that well. So rather than do either of those things, I'm simply going to put 3 counters on all of my birds.
Yeah, that seems like the best play.
I think that's the way to go. I mean, drawing cards is never wrong, but I think this is better. So all my dudes are much bigger. and I pass the turn while I get all my dice. Yeah.
On tap, draw. What's on top? I can't play that. I'm going to use the 2 floating mana for an Innkeeper's Talent, and then I'll play a Yavimaya Cradle of Growth.
Well, now I have forests.
Yeah, everyone has Forest.
Hey, that's
I'm
something.
helping.
Yeah. There we go.
It's not red.
They're allied colors though. That counts for something, right?
Maybe I don't know that it does.
What to do?
Your best.
I
like
always
that.
do my best,
Fast turn.
but
Alright.
no.
You gotta try.
That's what a confident person would do. Someone that knows they're gonna win, just be like, "Yeah, I passed turn. I got no fear." Are you someone that has fear, Jarvis? Sitting there like that, evil
Being at
genius
ni-
pose.
Being at 19, yes, I have fear.
It's fair. Yeah.
Let's just do this.
Did Brian not block that one token?
Oh no,
No,
no, he absolutely did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, I
I
missed
wasn't
that
paying
too.
attention. That is all. I got triggers. I got excited. Anyway, yeah.
I'm going to move to the beginning of combat. And at the beginning of combat, Innkeeper's Talent will trigger, and I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Galta.
Makes sense.
And then all my
Mhm.
creatures get +3/+3 and trample. 8, 16, so that's 24, 32, 36, 41. Over at Brian.
Yep. I'll take 41.
God damn.
Come at me,
Wow.
bitches. What you got?
That's what I had.
I want to point
extort.
out though. Yeah, I want to point out if you lose a life, and an exquisite blood trigger goes on the stack, and you're at 0, you're still dead.
You
Okay.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
So-
extort.
The
Okay.
only reason why I went after you that hard is that Dusk Mantle Seer, because that will kill me.
That was why I
With
played
your
it.
deck, yeah, probably.
I was like, okay, he's got the big boys. This will be good against them.
Yep.
And then I cannot do anything else, so I'll pass the turn.
All right. Let's see if I can't get that land.
He's
All right,
wide
here we
open,
go.
Joe. Kill him.
It was in fact not a land.
Ah,
Unfortunate.
but I'm not wide open. The reason why I didn't use any of my mana into the Innkeeper's Talent is because of Kamal.
I
Hmm.
mean, that's also fair. I'm going to tap 4, pay the extort for Carter Doomscourge.
Okay. Do I die?
Yep, Brian will in fact die.
All right. In response, I kick you all out of the pot. Just done.
Oh crap! For that.
That's instant speed, man.
It is. Oh man, cannot be countered. Here we go.
And yeah, Carter has 3 on there. And then, Jarvis, Ham, good luck. You
Well,
have to
I'm
swing
dead.
at each other.
I'm dead. I can't stop it. And I have no cards in hand. Ham has to attack at me with everything.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Wait, so
Uh,
Joe, you're not attacking? Are you passing, or did you want to?
Can't you-
Unfortunately, as much as I would love to attack you,
Yeah,
to really help this out, mana.
I get that.
drops.
Oh, right,
Oh
right.
yeah.
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 Well, actually, hold on. There is probably one thing I should do.
Attack with Rankle.
Okay.
I'm in fact going to attack Jarvis with Rankle,
Okay.
and I will in fact choose all modes this time.
Ooh, getting saucy. I'm here for it.
So we
Alright.
will discard a Heartless Conscription.
I don't have anything to discard.
I'm gonna discard an island. I'm gonna sack another one of these tokens.
I will be discarding the Flame Cash Gecko.
All right, and then we draw the card off that. Okay.
And down to 11. 11.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure this game is about to be over. Hey Jarvis, just because you said it earlier, here's Descent.
No.
Yeah. All right.
And then I will now pass.
In your end step,
Okay. Ooh.
I'm going to cast Return of the Wild Speaker that you just drew me. So I'm going to go and draw 13.
Ooh.
See if I have anything that'll save me.
Sure. Digging for that fog, or maybe the spiteful Croson grip to to open me up for the crackback.
All valid choices.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to put in the upgraded Feed the Swarm that they just released in Dustborn.
Withering Torment.
Yeah.
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 No, Withering Torment rules.
Yeah, it would be really great right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
I drew my cards.
Okie doke. So I'm gonna go ahead and untap, upkeep, and draw. That seems acceptable. So in the pre-combats, I'm gonna play out a Judge's Familiar, 1/1 for 1 with flying, and I can sacrifice it to counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1.
I have a response.
Megan,
Oh,
what's up?
yeah, what you got?
Megan's in the chat. Everybody say hi.
Yo, Megan.
Not a sponsor,
I'm
but we
gonna
love her
cast
anyway.
A momentous
Absolutely.
Or
fall.
whatever that phrase is.
I'll sacrifice Galta as an additional cost. Draw cards equal to the power, and then gain life equal to the toughness.
Ooh, very nice.
Mm.
So I will gain 13.
Seems decent.
and draw.
Yeah,
13.
good. That was clever. Yeah, with the Judge Familiar chilling on the stack. Yep. It's a little flappy seal of Force Spike. I love it. All right. And then I'm gonna pay 2, 3 for a Jackdaw Savior, a new one from Bloomborough. 3/1 flyer. Whenever it or another creature I control with flying dies, I return another target creature with lesser mana value from my graveyard to the battlefield. I got 2 mana open, 2 cards in hand, and stuff. And Carter demands blood, demands vengeance and anger. Therefore, these two aren't swinging, but everybody else is. So yeah, Jarvis, I don't have a choice. I gotta tell you that I only have a little bit of joy doing this. So 4, 8, that's what, 14. Am I right? Yeah. No. Yes, 14. I don't math good. 18. That is not a 6. That must have gotten bumped. 22, 26.
Damn,
What's up?
easy get to 26.
Oh yeah. So I think total of 33 is what's coming through, if I'm not mistaken.
Oof.
Which
Yeah.
seems decent. And
But at
then
least I gotta draw all these cards.
I respect that. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a counter on all my dudes with the Kangi or the Kestrel trigger. Sorry, Kangi was the other, the former commander of this deck before Kestrel got printed. So everybody gets another counter, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn.
I could have tried to help Joe there by trying to destroy your Ghostwing Prison, but
That would have been a fair play.
That's understandable.
Yo,
Appreciated.
Brian casually raiding with a party of 6. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Hope you guys
Hey,
had a
what's up,
great
everybody?
game.
Well, that continues to not be a land.
Not a land chat.
I believe that qualifies as a bummer. Yeah.
Yep. So the only thing that I will in fact be doing is going to combat, and unsurprisingly, I'm going to be swinging with these 2 creatures, which currently total 7, 11 for Exaxes.
What are the total? Or what are the stats? Because I do have these 2 blockers.
This one is currently a 7/6, and this one's a 4/4.
7/6 and a 4/4, you say?
Yep.
To all the raiders out there, we are doing a charity stream. Started at 6. It's going to end at midnight. We're in the middle of Pod 2. Pod 3 starts at 10. These awesome guys here agreed to help me raise money for Extra Life. The donation link is into the chat. So if you are so inclined, please donate. If not, that's cool. Just hang out and chat and talk with us and share the link and share the game to everybody. But yeah, we're just trying to raise some money and help some sick kids. All right, continue.
Heck yeah. Oh, you're good. So I'm going to put the Jackdaw Savior, which is a 4/2, in front of the 4/4, and the Judge Familiar, which is just the 2/2, is going to block the other.
Okay.
Just jump block situation. And so, if I'm not mistaken, both of these die, as is the 4/4, and when Jackdaw Savior dies, it triggers and allows me to bring back another target creature with lesser mana value, the Judge Familiar being the only one. So, it's back.
Yep.
Cool. And I live. All right.
Yep, I will in fact pass.
Okie doke. I'm going to go ahead and untap.
why didn't I clean up my board yet?
Why didn't you?
Because it didn't feel like it.
Laziness.
It's fine.
Being lazy?
All right. Yeah. No judgment. You're good. So I'm going to go ahead and go to combat, and I'm going to swing everything at you.
Yep.
Sending the squad. So most of them are 5/5s. So let's see.
Yeah, for the most part.
So yeah, what are the blocks? The biggest
I'm pretty
ones,
sure I have to block your biggest ones with my 2 flyers that I can block. So I then take everything else.
Okay, so
which
yeah,
looks
the
like-
Salvation Swan and Castrol are covered. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, but actually before damage.
Here it comes. Mother of God, I
I'm
thought.
gonna cast Rally of Wings, untap all creatures I control, and creatures I control with flying get +2/+2 till end of turn. So
Hold on. Let me do the quick math for that, because there was 6 creatures unblocked. So 6 times 2, that's 12. It was going to be 26. So that's
38.
38.
38, and the 2 that were blocked are now a 9/9 and a 10/11.
But they didn't have trample, so
Correct. Yeah.
didn't matter.
Kind of mattered because they killed your creatures.
It kind of mattered,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
And they survived,
sorry.
right? So
We actually did miss one trigger because one of my attackers died last turn. You actually did lose a life, and I did gain a life because
I'm
of
okay with that.
Carter.
We can, yeah, that's fine. We can mark that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. And then I have a Castro trigger. So at this point, I think I'm actually going to draw a card.
What's up, J-Ro? Thanks for joining.
I'm then
Yo,
gonna go ahead and
J-Ro.
I'm gonna plane cycle and Eagles of the North, which is just gonna go find just a basic, boring plains. Well, snow-covered one. Ooh, let's get it a little fancy. Just a
Ooh.
smidgen fancy.
Fancy.
And that gives me exactly 4 lands because I hadn't played my land yet for turn. And then I'm gonna tap out to play a 4-drop that I've got chilling in my hand that may be relevant later. We'll see. I know that what you've got going on there might be able to find 10 direct damage, even if you can't get in combat. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to play Major Taro, who is a 2/3 flyer for 4, and I can pay 3 white, sacrifice it, remove all black creature cards from the game, which is
Oh,
just mean potentially.
That's
but
rude.
yeah, it is very
I mean,
rude, but
the
it's
game is
expensive.
about to end, so like,
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it, and let's see what happens. So yeah, I got Battle Screech and Rally of Wings, which are 2 of my favorite cards in this deck. So
hey, what's up,
it
Tommy?
continues to not be a land.
Oh no.
man.
But guess
Oh.
what?
What you got?
Here's the funny bit. I'm gonna activate Blackgate, and I'm gonna choose you. You have the highest life total. Carter can't be blocked.
Okay.
I'll
Hey, can
move
you
to
pay for Ghostly
combat.
Prison?
I can pay for Ghostly Prison.
Yeah.
Please
How
take
big is it?
7. It's 7.
You got it. Very nice. All right.
And then I believe I would just die
Yeah, I'll just swing on my turn, and that's
because
Holy cow.
yeah, nothing.
Nicely done.
Good game. Woo,
That was a
fun.
good game.
Yeah,
And you're right,
that was a
Tom.
great pod.
All
Thank
the
you guys.
pots are awesome.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
All right, we got an hour to
Woo.
knock out another game.
Part of me probably should have just left Brian alive. I probably should have just let Brian be alive to deal with that as well.
That's fair. Yes, and it would. Yeah, he would have. I have no doubt. Given how
Well-
low my life total was, if that Team Bob had popped off, I would have been wrecked. Yeah, the Dusk
Oh, yeah.
Mantle Seer. Yeah, that would have ruined me. So yeah.
That
All
Return
right.
of the Wild Speaker would have, if I lived, would
Mm.
have completely changed the game for me.
Oh, for sure.
Because I drew New Galta as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And
Oh,
I
dude,
yeah.
Yeah.
with a hand that full, oof,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been scary. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Did we want to switch up decks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like
All
a
right.
good one.
I'm
I'm gonna play my build your own pre-con Alistair deck.
Ooh, excellent.
I'm going to play my Lindsay Lozan deck.
Very nice.
But so we got an hour left before the next pod, so no holding back, guys.
Well, that's why I was thinking about grabbing Conrad, but
I'm gonna bring Tenna, which is my baby. I love this deck. It's a little inconsistent these days, but man, when it works, it works.
the two together will definitely speed the game up.
I'm not for that. Yeah. So yeah, this deck it has a little bit of group hug in the early game if I get lucky and actually find them. I've thinned out a little bit, but it's doing the Howling Mine, Fecundity, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
I've got like Eladamri's Vineyard to just help give everybody mana, give everybody cards, and then I try to end with a combo loop at the end, but it takes a while to get there. So oftentimes I give my opponents resources and then just get blown out and destroyed, which is fine. Those games are fun. I want to see what your decks do. So
I hate when you give your opponents resources.
I know you do. It's one of the reasons why I love playing this deck against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a fellow group hug player, game
Oh.
recognized game.
What's
Yep.
up, Barbus? Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
yesterday as well.
Yeah, honestly, I need to find some more group hug elements. Like I have Sizen, I have Howling Mine, Eladamri's Vineyard. I've got the kind of the basics,
on.
but
What you really need to do? Did I not pull it out correctly? God damn it! Where is it?
oh, Veteran Explorer is the other one. Just love that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
right.
play Eladami's Vineyard. I mean, I have Eladami's Vineyard from the
Ah.
Shelter
Mhm.
Secret Lair, and I refuse to put it in the deck.
The
Well, it's
one of
green
the
and blue.
new cards,
Ooh, oh
Ooh,
yeah,
that
that
one's
one.
legit. No mini Nekusar. Yeah.
Mini Nekusar. It's
I understand it's different, but thematically, it's drawing everyone extra cards and punishing them for doing so. Like
Mhm.
it just
Yep, that's
it's
gonna
got a similar feel.
that's gonna go in Shieldred at some
I-
point.
I need more of them because that one actually does go into Gev.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because it will make everyone lose a life immediately to activate everything else, and I draw an extra card
Nice. All right.
Why do you all hate me playing
What are you
those
talking about?
cards?
because
I'm here to have a fun time at the table. I'm not necessarily here to win the game.
uh,
I try to win, of course, but if I don't, that's
I'm-
fine.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
And Jarvis, we're not that fixated on you that we're building these decks to spite you. We're just, we include you because we love you, and then you just happen to not like any of the.
Actually, no, Ham now, because we play together every week. He is adding those just to go.
I am leaning into it a little bit. Yep, I was doing it anyway, but I'm just really owning it now.
That's fair.
I will.
That's fair.
And that's the content play.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I will say, with like the Descend into Avernus, funny enough, the Commander Sealed playmat reminded me of the most recent Commander Sealed, where Loop, someone who does CubeCon, brought in the Descent into Avernus cube.
Oh, I love that one so much. That was so much fun.
It's so great.
That was fantastic. No lands,
Guaranteed
right?
guaranteed to end by turn 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do Commander Sealed for the past 2 years. 2 years ago, I just had, last year I should say, I just had injury and money because of injury, and then this year it had to be my anniversary weekend. I'm like, no.
Rough.
Yeah, not much you can do about that, huh?
All right. We should roll to see who goes first. Get this party started. We've got like 50 minutes left here.
4.
5.
7.
Well, Brian, you're going first again.
Did I go first
I call
last time?
hacks.
I did. It is. It's rigged.
Man, this is the third one-land hand I've seen. This is ridiculous. All right,
Just-
sorry.
no, just take the next 7 or something. Like that's, you don't have to like shuffle every time.
Oh, but
Yeah, do the Sheldon mulligan.
yeah, the RC mulligan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I only shuffle again if I've gone through like 4 or 5 sets of 7 and I still don't get like more than 2 lands. Then I'll try.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, I've got 2 this time. I'll make it work. All right.
I will keep.
All right.
Pretty good. Good.
Yep.
I will play an island.
Go.
Pass. Deadliest
Alright.
card in Magic.
You know, some of the strongest games have started with that. Sandstep Citadel pass, or tapped and pass.
Draw. Snow Covered Swamp, pass.
Love it.
I will draw. I will play a Canopy Vista pass.
Play a mountain and pass.
Tom, I missed you because I haven't seen you in too long.
Gonna play a swamp and then a canker bloom. 3/2. I can pay 1, sack it, destroy an artifact enchantment, or proliferate and pass.
Draw. Reliquary Tower, pass, because I don't want to draw anything smaller than 3.
Draw. I will play an island, and I will tap for a green and a blue, and play Zamone, Quandrix Prodigy.
Hey.
And then I will pass.
I will play a Fabled Passage, crack it for a mountain, which will come in and stay tapped, and pass.
Okay. Come on, land up the top. You know what? That's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and play a Boggart Bug, and I'm gonna have it enter tapped. Yeah, MDSE, I'll take it. And then I think I'm just gonna check Jarvis for 3, just because why not? And pass.
Well, Tom, if you're going to be at PAX Unplugged, we could get a game in there. Another Snow Covered Swamp, tap for 3. And I'll play a Liliana Heretical Healer and pass.
Decent. I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Temple of Enlightenment, and I will scry 1. I will keep that on top. I will. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Okay.
Right, wow, not the best. I'll just play an Is It Boiler Works, bouncing the mountain back to my hand. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to have to
You didn't want to float the red, or didn't have anything
I
for.
literally
like,
don't
green?
have anything smaller than a 4. That's the problem
Jeez.
with this deck. It's all a bunch of big
Dang.
spells, and it's supposed to be like mana rocks and stuff, but I'm not getting any of the small ones out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will pass, but I'm going to interpret the
Alright.
signs.
Okay. Well, how big is Liliana there?
She's a 2/3.
2/3 lifelinker. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 3. And I want to put down Fecundity. This is an enchantment that says whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, that creature's controller may draw a card if they so choose.
Watch your mouth. There's kids watching.
Let's see. And you know what? I'm gonna send the Canker Bloom. I want to offer the trade with Liliana, but I have a feeling Jarvis isn't gonna take it. Yeah. So you know what, Joe? Canker Bloom's coming your way.
And how big is it?
3/2.
It's a 3/2.
Yep.
I will in fact not block.
That's kind of what I figured. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
I got to think about that. Actually,
Oh yeah, no, by all means.
you know what? I'll block.
I do know what. You will block. Okay.
And then I will activate Zamone,
Okay.
and I will put a land onto the battlefield tapped, and then she will die.
Okay. And then you may draw a card because of.
Hey, look.
I know. Check it out, right?
Nice.
And yeah, then that is all I got. So
Okay.
don't mind the misland drops. It's fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Great. Love this.
I am going to play a Plague Crafter. This
I
one
genuinely
enters.
love that.
Each player sacrifices a creature, and if you can't, you discard a card. Well, creature or planeswalker. I'm going to sacrifice Plague Walker to its own ability.
I don't want to sacrifice Canker Bloom, and everybody who sacks a creature gets to draw a card. Thank you, Fecundity. Great. Love you.
I will discard this Circle of Loyalty.
And then that's going to trigger Liliana to flip,
Yep.
Heard that. Draw from greens.
and I'll get a 2/2 zombie. And I will uptake Liliana for each player to discard a card.
Damn it. Rid of the mountain, I guess.
Or discard a Sun Titan. Don't worry about it.
I'll discard Sidar Kondo of Jamora.
I'll discard a snow-covered swamp.
But does it
then
bring
my-
you joy?
Yes. My land for turn will
Dark
be a
Kondo.
Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and I will pass.
No, chat. If you
Okay.
donate $5, you can pick to get everybody to draw a card so we can get our hands back. Or fill our hands back
Hey.
up. Or a bunch
you
of
don't
other
need
cool
to do that.
stuff.
So the
Alright,
only reason why Liliana is in here is because I have all of Commander Collection Black in here, including the command tower.
Nice.
That is pretty dope.
I'll play a Balaged Sanctuary as land for turn. The big thinkies is real. Yeah.
But what is the threat? What is
Currently
it?
thinking Jarvis.
I don't know.
I don't like this.
You okay, but me and Brian discard 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
was pretty
sacrifice
brutal.
poor,
Yeah.
Ham's creature. That's just rude.
They can't get
Yeah.
I know you
moved.
made me
Like,
you made me discard my my 6-drop creature in what is unapologetically a reanimator deck. I can't
How
imagine
would-
why would you do that?
How would
Honestly,
you ever get it back?
I know how. If only there was some way.
I'm just gonna cast Alistair and pass.
All right.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Ah, cool. A Reliquary Tower. Then tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Hex Core, i.e. Thran Dynamo.
Tom, you're not supposed to tell them that.
But unfortunately, that's all I can do. I will pass.
All right. Go ahead and do the thing. That's gonna be a swamp as my land for turn. I'm gonna pay 2 for Ellis Ilkor. It's if Soul Warden was a Blood Artist, and then I'm gonna pay 2 and cast Dance of the Dead, which is similar to an Animate Dead. It reanimates. It has my favorite type line, Enchant Dead creature, and it brings Sun Titan back, and it gets +1/+1, but it is tapped. And in order to untap it, I have to pay 2 during my untap step, 1 in a black. Otherwise, it just stays tapped. But when Sun Titan enters, it triggers, and I get to go grab a thing, which would be the Canker Bloom. And Ellis Ilkor is going to gain me a life for each of these entering.
Seems
Thanks,
good.
So
I
there
hate
we
it.
go. Ding ding. So thanks for the discard, bruh. Appreciate it. And I'm just thank you for the land top deck, even though it's 3 swamps and 1 tri-land. But hey, I'll take it. Ellis Ilkor is also a 2/2 with Death Touch. That gains me a life whenever creature enters under my control, and then whenever another creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1. So all right, and I'm gonna pass it.
I hate what you just did there.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing to see here. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's
Wow.
gravy. Dance of the Dead also being an aura means that it can also be pulled back with Sun Titan's ability, which is just
I'm going to go to combat.
as you should.
Welcome.
I want to swing the zombie over at Brian.
The audacity. See this chat? I invite him on my
And
stream.
then
Ask me when I'm shields down.
we'll put up some shields.
Maybe I'm trying to play the long game. You ever think of that? Maybe I'm trying to set up stuff. Get some mana.
I'm sure you are. I'm going to cast
Mission Mind's
Diabolic
relative damage.
Intent
It'll be fine.
and
Ooh, there you go.
sacrifice the zombie.
Heck yeah.
It's the kind of
Did you
game,
wanna-
does it say creature card or does it say creature?
Whenever a creature is
Uh,
put into a graveyard from play, it does not specify card. So I
Okay.
believe it's been eroded to just when a creature dies. So yeah, no, non-tokens are tokens are fine. Yep.
Yeah.
So you would draw the card before you search. So yeah.
Oh, that's a good card. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see how quickly I can find it.
Yeah, I had Fecundity in my Rith the Awakener deck.
Mm-hmm. I love this thing. It's great. Yeah,
I just wanted to make so many sapperlings.
as you should. You know, I was in one pod actually going up against Shandable, and she was playing Kaikar, and I played this, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? Yeah, because every time a spirit got sacked to make mana, she was just drawing cards. It was pretty cool. Although, if I recall correctly, I think that was the pod where Jarvis let Hollywood Pizza borrow the Lelia deck, and it completely dominated us, and so it didn't really get a chance to, like, that engine didn't quite pop off, but it was scary for a second.
Lily is so
Yeah.
much fun.
That deck is gnarly, dude. I mean, it's great to watch, but woo, It's yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's the reason we think you're the threat often. That's
I thought that was just all my decks.
well, there's that too.
I'm gonna tap for 2 black and play a Doffy Voidwalker.
Oh, thanks. I hate it.
I knew you would.
Thank you. I hate it.
I did it for. I do this for you.
I understand. That is reasonable.
What's the right call here?
Pass
Fair question.
turn.
Oh no, Lily's getting activated. I'm just deciding what the right call is for activating Lily.
Yeah, which mode are we working with?
Yeah, I think it is the -3 to go down to 2 and bring back Playcrafter, and then I'll sacrifice Playcrafter to himself.
I'll
Mhm.
sacrifice Alistair.
Yeah, and none of these
Yeah,
die though
fine.
because of the Dothy Voidwalker. They go to exile. And yeah, Cankerbloom is going to be exiled with that.
Thank you. I don't like Cankerbloom. I want a Cankerbloom gone.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass.
See, Jarvis, this is the main reason why I believe you're the threat, because everything that I've been doing is
Immediately undone.
being. Yes.
You are paying for Hamsons, unfortunately.
Fair.
I'm like, I need to do this stuff to slow Ham down, but it's making it that Brian and Joe can't get started.
All good.
No, that's
I
the
just love
opposite
the
of
fact
all
that,
good.
like, my mana is so awkward, and I have relatively few cards in hand, yet I'm still a threat. That makes me happy. All right.
All right. I will get a forest, get a plains to hand, play the plains for turn.
That's something I don't understand. People are like, "Oh, I'm not the threat. I'm not the threat." You know, trying to play the politics and trying to point fingers. I'm like, "Nah, man, hit me. I am the threat. Bring it." I love that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know that I'm always the threat
Yeah.
until I like, yo, guys, I'm not drawing anything, and they're like, okay, you're right.
So
I don't
what
pull
you're
that
saying
card until
is-
I'm out of it.
So what you're saying is now's my
goes
chance.
to
I
the
need
top.
to. But the other thing about that, Jarvis, is I know that you won't pull your punches against me. So like, if I have it, I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna be cool with it, and we're gonna stay friends, and that's that because we're playing a game, and I love that. I think that's really cool. Anyway,
And then that Lily is a problem. I'm going to cast Reduce to Memory targeting the Lily. It will
Okay.
exile target non-land permanent. You will get a 3/2 red-white spirit creature token.
That's fine. Didn't like Lily anyway.
We'll then pass the turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, play an island for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Lich's Mirror. If I would lose the game, instead shuffle my hand, graveyard, and all permanents I own into my library. Draw 7 cards, and my life total becomes.
Oh my god, I've seen that card and wanted to put it into a deck, but every time I'm thinking about the afterwards of, but they still have their board and I don't have anything now.
Right.
Right, but yeah, I will pass turn.
It
I
sounds
do
like
kind of
fun.
love that. All right, so on my untap, I do pay the 2 for Dance of the Dead to untap Sun Titan. Then I'm gonna go ahead and upkeep and draw like you do. So my land for turn is gonna be a Hushwood Verge, which is the green-white that is only green unless I have a forest or plains, which I currently do not. So that's basically a forest, but it can unlock and do, make white later. Because this Sandstep Citadel Tri-land is unfortunately not typed. But so be it. Then I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for an Accursed Marauder, which is similar to Plaguecrafter, except it only costs 2, and when it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a non-token creature.
I do not like you very much right now because you just
Well,
ruined
that
my
Dothy
plan.
Voidwalker was kind of ruining my whole day, so...
But you ruined
And
my
so-
plan.
You're right, I did, and I gained the one from Ellis for it entering, and then I'm actually going to... So if you're going to sacrifice the Dothy Voidwalker, if you're not... Well, you can't sacrifice it in response, I don't think, because it's summoning sick. But Ellis is going to
Yeah.
be the one that I sacrifice to satisfy the Accursed Marauder, and that is going to go into exile.
Yes, I cannot do it in response because it has the summoning
Also-
tummies.
Also,
Yeah.
with Ellis Ilcord, shouldn't we have all lost 1 life?
No,
When,
because
The canker.
It-
Because it's exile.
because it
never
went to
mind.
exile.
Hmm.
Yeah, it went to exile, so it denies death triggers. Yep, unfortunately, which is also why I wasn't drawing cards. So I do have this 6/6 Vigilante.
Yeah, you got a Titan of the
How many cards
Sunlight
do we have in hand?
variety.
7.
Yeah, nobody else needs to respond. Jarvis, you got a Sun Titan coming at you. This is gonna be a 6/6, and unfortunately, nothing in my yard for it to pull back.
I'll take the 6.
All right, and then I've got 3 cards left, and I shall pass.
How do you
Alright.
have 7 cards in hand? Shouldn't you have been discarding cards too?
Oh no, because I got to draw Fecundity because I still have a graveyard.
Yes, no, the
I
Dothy
forgot-
Voidwalker was asymmetrical. It was Leyland of the Void style.
I forgot to draw Fecundity.
Well, you wouldn't have drawn off Fecundity because
I-
it would have went to exile because it
that's
got the
fair.
Voidwalker.
Yeah, yep.
I was the only one that still got
Which
to
is why
draw.
I needed to get rid of it. That's why I needed to. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
needed to.
I don't
focus fire.
understand. but I do understand.
You understand,
You cut off my graveyard.
I just don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, playing the
let's
Reanimator
speak
deck. If somebody
properly.
shuts off my graveyard, I stop everything I'm doing to remove that, and then we continue. That's just how this works, you know?
What am I going to do?
Oh.
I have options, and I don't like when I give myself options because then I have to think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to start by casting a Dark Ritual.
Okay,
Oh,
that's always bad.
That's not... Yeah, always bad. Every time.
The phrase "I'm going to start" and then a mana pump thing.
And then for
Yep.
8 mana, Hoarding Broodlord.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty good.
Where are you?
Where are you, Chris?
That was a different place than where I was, which is, and I'm so sorry.
I was channeling Jolly.
I respect that. Yeah.
While true, it's not Thanksgiving yet.
Correct. Yeah.
Always
This is
Christmas
gonna
in your
take-
heart, guys. Come on. Am I
No,
right?
it's everywhere.
In exile because it will.
I
Or
worked
no.
in a mall over Christmas once 20 years ago. And I still have a moment of just kind of like, oh, it's that time again.
Yeah.
You know,
It leaves an impression on you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I worked
Like
in a mall for 4 years when I worked at AT&T.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah. I worked at a bookstore in a mall. And on top of that, I did a couple of shifts where I was actually in like the calendar kiosk right out front the store. And it was directly below one of the speakers. And at the mall where I was, they had the Christmas music was clearly like one album that was it was about 40 minutes long that they just looped all
Oh
day.
no.
And you think I'm joking? I'm not. In that 40 minutes, Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys was on it twice. And so I actually counted once in like a 3-hour shift. I heard it, I think it was like 15 times.
Oh,
It was like I kept a little tally just because it was
that's rough. Okay. Yeah.
Cam, I
it's
know you're
psychological
gonna,
warfare, man.
I know
It was
you're gonna
brutal.
appreciate this.
Anyway.
I'm gonna tap the Hoarding Broodlord to convoke
Yep.
a Reanimate.
That is actually pretty rad. I can't deny it. And I hate it because I know exactly what's happening and it makes me super duper uber sad.
To reanimate the Dothy Voidwalker.
Yep.
Yep.
The positive about working at AT&T though, we were allowed to play whatever music we wanted from the Bluetooth speakers that were set up around the store. So
Oh, yeah, that sounds-
we didn't
yeah,
have
that sounds
we
decent.
didn't have to listen to Christmas music. But I
That
will now
sounds nice.
pass.
Okay. Yeah, see that's a big deal. Because yeah, the Christmas music is kind of what that's what takes me back and not in a fun way. Yeah.
I think it's just I will tap 3 and I will play Gwenna Eyes of Gaia. Can tap for 2 mana in any combination of colors and spend it only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of a creature or creature card. I will pass.
Okay. That's not gonna help. Alright. Ran
Brady?
and to play my commander. Lozan Dragon Legacy. 4/2 flying. Whenever I cast an adventure or dragon spell, Lindsay Lohan over here does damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a command. Fortunately, that's all I can do, so I will pass.
All right. Away we go. That's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And it sure is there. All right.
What sucks is I need another red to play stuff.
Yeah.
I got all this mana and I'm
All right.
Tom, some people did go and play like heavy metal, death metal.
All right. So, Jarvis, you keep shutting me down, and it makes me sad. So, I'm going to do the thing that Russ usually does that I think is maybe a little silly, but in fact, I think it's really smart. I'm going to send a Sun Titan your way. I'm going to, go to combat and attack Jarvis. I'm swinging it at you, and I just actually remembered it's actually a 7/7 because of Dance with the Dead.
Oh,
It
then
does
I'll
get
be
plus
down to
-1.
28. I
Okay.
will block with the Spirit token this time.
Okay.
And I will
Makes
drop.
sense. Yep. And then post combat, I'm gonna pay 4 for a Graveborn Muse. She is a 3/3 at the beginning of my upkeep. I draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of zombies I control. She is a zombie spirit. Exactly how that works, I don't know. But then I also have the Accursed Marauder, which is a zombie warrior. So right now it's 2. And I will pass.
So, yeah, I
Yo.
know exactly what you're talking about with Russ, and I think that's part of the reason why Russ loses games is he gets focused on me and not the game.
And it's understandable that he gets focused on you. It is, for the record. But yeah, no, and I might lose this as a result. But you've completely shut down my engine, and I got to do something.
So, I want to show you why Dothy was important to me. It wasn't
Well,
just
I
because
know
it
why.
shut you. Well, it wasn't just because it shut you down. It's because
Mhm.
of another card that I have in this deck, Helm of Obedience.
Okay.
So Helm of Obedience, X and tap it. Put the top card of target opponent's library into his or her graveyard, and continue this until you have put X cards or a creature card into the graveyard, whichever occurs first. If the last card put into the graveyard is a creature card, bury Helm of Obedience. I put that creature onto play underneath your control as though it were just cast. So with Dothy Voidwalker, I pay 1 mana into it and activate Helm of Obedience. And I'm going to
In
target you,
response,
Ham.
In
in
response? What you got?
response, I'm gonna cast a Venzer Shaper Savant and bounce Dothy Voidwalker back to your hand.
No, I just wanted to kill Ham.
Thank you.
Or
All right.
maybe stop causing problems for the rest of us.
Yeah,
That wasn't
that's a
problem for the rest of you. I just
fair
wanted to kill Ham.
statement.
Okay, so I mill until I find a creature.
No, you mill 1 card. Because I only paid 1 into X.
Oh, okay. It's a Breach the Multiverse.
Thank God.
Well, it's a good one to hit.
Yeah, I only
But
have
that's-
5 mana at the moment, but yeah, that chilling in my hand for later would have been a problem. Yep.
Well, you know about it already, so I still have 2 mana left over. I'll just play
Yep.
it again and pass the turn and be
Dude,
sad.
Joe, thank you. I appreciate you.
I will draw.
And Joe, I was going to target you last with it because I thought it would have been funny to go and target Brian with it, with the Lich's Mirror out.
That would have been awesome, actually. Sorry,
Yeah.
that would have been hilarious.
Well, no, I want to prolong this game. I'm gonna exile the Helm of Obedience.
No!
Oh, let's go.
Nicely
draw a
done.
card.
Brought this on
Alright.
yourself.
Well, now I don't care about Dothy Voidwalker anymore.
Introduction to Annihilation. Let's go.
It's a good
Oh.
card. People need to play it more.
You know, there are a handful of just like those kind of more expensive but colorless exile removal that I think in general are better than people realize. Yeah. Like Invasion of
it's
Ravnica,
great.
also not terrible. You know? Yeah. Anyway,
Well, now I have to find a different way to get rid of him. Got it.
I trust you will.
Yeah, it's why I got rid of the Helm of Obedience and not the Douthie. Because I
Yeah.
also still understand that Ham's a problem.
I mean, yeah, but that's fair. That was absolutely correct.
I have nothing I want to do. I will pass.
Okay. Come on, deck. Help me out here, buddy. Draw. That is not helping me out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I've had to deal with Helm of Obedience in a CDH game.
Ooh.
They were playing mono white, Myrel.
Excellent. I'm guessing they had Rest in Peace.
Yeah, it was Rest in Peace, Helm of Obedience.
Beautiful. Actually, this is a Helm of Obedience is a carryover from when once upon a time I had Sir Conrad as a CDH deck.
I had to check something that had flavor, like it doesn't have reminder text, but it's
I don't even know what I want to do now.
all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
continue to say you're
7,
past.
8, 9. Cast Blast Furnace Hellkite. So on cast, going to deal 9 damage to Ham. Base.
Oof. All right, fair.
And then creatures attacking your opponents have double strike.
Damn, okay.
That
Fight
sounds
amongst
pretty good.
yourselves.
All right.
Let's see. I do also have a flying 4/2. Who's got flying?
I do.
Not
No.
I. Yep.
I have a 7/6 flyer.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a thing.
It is a thing. Correct.
You know, I'm tempted to swing at you, Joe, just because you're at 40 life, but you've done stuff to help, so I'm not going to do that. I will just pass.
Yeah, if
turn.
you want to pop me, that's fine. I get it.
No, I'll just
Yeah.
pass. That's all right.
Okay. All right.
I want to leave
So
the
go ahead.
flying double strike. I'm leaving. I need blockers.
Yeah, because unfortunately, in my $50 budget deck, I've had to play Control.
All right. So on my upkeep, Graveyard Muse is going to trigger. I'm going to lose 2, draw 2 from that.
This is where Ham
Alright.
was supposed to be going to Death Step.
And then draw.
See, they should play Helm of Obedience on Arena, and then I would just play that all day.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just playing with my green screen.
I'm a bit miffed. I'm not gonna lie. That was just 3 cards and none of them were lands. Bit of a bummer. Sandstep Citadel. I'm gonna tap that for white to play out a Kami of False Hope. This is a 1/1 that's aptly named. I can sacrifice it and just fog. So it's a Spore Frog, but in white,
Ooh, okay.
which makes me really happy.
I
When I
wish
have
that
a
I-
graveyard. Anyway,
I wish I held that same opinion.
you know, I think it's decent. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tap another 3 for a Phyrexian Altar. It's an artifact I get to sack critters to add 1 mana of any color, so hopefully that'll be helpful. Again, if I have a graveyard. I'm gonna go ahead and I feel like I should go to combat and swing at somebody.
Yeah.
It would have double strike, as long as it's not me.
Man, if
Oh.
you had a graveyard, Sun Titan would have been real nice.
Real nice. So nice. Oh,
And who took your graveyard away? It was nuts.
absolute jerk. Because right now, I want to point this out. So if I didn't have a graveyard, or if I had access to my graveyard, if my thing's dying, actually triggered, I'd be drawing cards every time I did it. I could sack the Curse Marauder, swing with Sun Titan, bring it back, get a bunch of death triggers, sacrifice, fog, keep it going. It'd be great. It'd be great. I'd be living my best life. Look how much of a threat I am. You should probably kill me before I answer the Dothy Voidwalker. All right. So Now that I've made that abundantly clear,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what? Because it has double strike, I'm just gonna keep swinging to Jarvis. 7/7 now double striking Vigilant Sun Titan.
I'm taking the 14. What did I even start at?
Oh,
Well, I think I started at 28. I don't remember. Let's
It was
go look at the
28, so
game
yeah.
log.
yeah, you were.
All right, pass it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oof, duh.
Untap.
I know it looks extreme, but Jarvis right now, you're my biggest obstacle. You know,
I'll play this land for turn.
as you should.
As is your Garfield given right.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker
Okay.
and use that Introduction to Annihilation on the Kami of Last Hope.
Ooh, so you want to exile it and well, now that you sacrificed the Dothy Voidwalker to do that, so I can actually sacrifice the Kami of
Yes.
Kami of False Hope in response.
Yes.
So
that's
now
fine.
all combat damage will be prevented, and now it's chilling in my graveyard. I don't. Oh, and I do get to draw Fecundity because it actually died. Hooray!
Yeah.
All right.
You also
I have
draw.
4.
Don't draw because the introduction fizzles.
Exactly. Yep.
I have 8 mana available to me. I want to bring him out.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Conrad. He's
we
so
could make a
rad.
Sir Conrad.
He's pretty darn rad. Yeah.
What's in my graveyard?
It's a fair
It's all
question.
me.
And Plague Crafter. I don't really like that. I have 3 mana. I'm going to use 2 of that for an Arcane Signet.
Okay.
15-minute warning, guys. No holding back. Go all out.
You got it.
Heard. Control more.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Then I'll use
More board wipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you said no holding back, Mind Crank.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'll pass.
Well, god damn it. Draw. Well, god damn it. I was gonna start focusing on Ham, and then that came out.
Until Brian said no holding back, I was going to hold it until next turn. But I'm like, let's bring it out.
Let's do it. Yep.
Okay. We're going to.
The eye is going crazy. Oh God, what did I just do?
Let's see if. Because now I can't just focus on Ham. Gonna at least build my own board. Alright, we're gonna tap Gwenna. We're gonna tap 4, and we're gonna bring back out Alistair for 6 mana.
Okay.
Then we're gonna tap 2. We're gonna play a Gold Forged Thopteryx.
Okay.
Yep. Let me get my infant tokens. Where are they? Buried.
Not sponsored.
I will-
Hashtag just awesome.
Megan's great people. If you don't like
Can
Megan, then
confirm.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Cosign.
Here.
Speaking of which, have y'all seen the Ultra Pro Infinite Token thing that they were trying to do?
And I saw the Ultimate Guard. I didn't really see the Ultra Pro ones. I think the
It's-
Ultra Pro ones kind of fizzled pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why I see the Ultimate Guard ones is because of MTG Goldfish being sponsored.
Mm.
Did you see the new
Yeah.
colored Infinity tokens though, with the borders that look awesome?
Yes. Those look amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me sad about those is that they're part of a a 10-pack where it's 2 of each color. I
Mm.
would like to just be able to get a monocolor one
Oh yeah.
or guild themed ones.
Well, I mean, just ask.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that-
bring that up to her. I'm sure that's a good idea.
I'll talk to her
Yeah.
at PAX. Be like, yo, just give me the black and blue ones.
Yeah, it's almost like Megan receives the feedback pretty well.
Right? Yeah. Almost like she's available that we can have conversations with her. It's great. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what you doing?
All right. From there, as much as I would like to attack Jarvis to not have to deal with the Mind Crank, none of my things are big.
True.
I will just pass.
All right.
Alternatively,
Come on, deck. Come on, deck.
let's
Come on, deck.
see how Mind Crank works.
Birch.
No, because Mind Crank and Sir Conrad, I know how that works.
Yeah, if you've got a lot of
No.
creatures, that could be yeah,
That'll
that'll get the job done.
All right.
Man, it's
All right.
as much as I have not played too many creatures, this is a creature heavy deck.
I get that. Yeah.
All right. Storm Breath Dragon. It's gonna come in and it will deal 5 damage to somebody's face.
Or is it any target?
Any
May
target
I
is
recommend Sir Conrad?
anything that's
except
not a
commanders.
commander. So I can't
that's
target.
not
If you want to see Mind Crank go off, one of their faces. If you want Mind Crank to go and sit there and do nothing, it'd be my face.
Yeah, hit Jarvis.
What? And Mind Crank just makes
Actually,
them mill that much,
probably
right?
Either. So yeah.
Here's what happens and why Mind Crank's a problem with Conrad. Who, if you would hit one of my opponents with it,
Hmm.
they would then have to mill equal to the damage that they've taken.
Right.
But if they mill a creature, everyone then takes damage from Conrad. So then everyone's milling, and until no one mills a creature off that damage, is a continual mill for my opponents.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it could straight up kill the entire
It
board.
could
in
end the
theory.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you wanted to trigger that cascade and see if we get there, hitting Joe would probably be the best bet because then he and I would have the lower life totals.
Mhm.
And so if it does get down to like everybody dying, we would get knocked out first
True.
before you.
True. We do have.
So anyway,
Or let Jarvis have his own, try to make his own way.
Right. Right.
that's also fair.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could not give it to him. That's
Yeah.
also an
Okay.
option.
Okay. So, all right. So right now, Jarvis and Joe have flyers. Right? Do you have flyer, Ham?
Well, where
I, in fact, have one flyer.
I said you did. Yeah.
I don't have a flyer.
Yeah.
I
Him does
do
not
have a
flyer.
trigger that's gonna have me draw cards and lose life at the on my upkeep
Okay.
in the Graveborn Muse, who is a 3/3.
Right. Right.
Which I mean, I'm here to see the world burn. I also have a Phyrexian altar. If I really want to chicken out, I can just do that. But
Oh, that's right. You know what? It has to resolve the trigger anyway. I can't go to combat. So yeah.
yeah, so
We've got like 9 minutes left, so let's roll the dice. I will deal 5 damage to Joe's face.
Let's go.
let's do it.
Mind crank away.
I'm here for it.
All right.
Party chat, let's do it. Woo!
So let's see. Land, 1 creature, 2 creatures, 3 creatures, 4 creatures. So each one of us is taking 4 and therefore milling 4 more.
Okay.
Yes.
3, 4.
I milled a creature.
1, 2,
I milled 2.
3.
So 6 total.
Yeah. We do it again.
All right. So wait. So
Seven,
we
6.
all take 6 damage and then do it again for 6, right?
Yep.
Yep. You wanted this.
I know.
I have 4
One.
here.
2, 3. That's so 9.
9.
9 damage.
9.
16. So 1, 2,
You missed a
Only
lot,
3 for
Megan.
me
We
that
were
time.
praising you. We were talking about
3.
Infinity Tokens.
4. 4 on my end.
I got 2.
9 again.
Seems like another 9.
Okay.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on my end.
I only got 1
I've
that
got 4.
11.
11. So that is
I'm
exactly.
dead.
So you're all dead.
Except for my
except
Lich's Mirror.
Brian.
Oh,
Except Brian
hell.
Flitch's mirror.
Which I go up to 20, and then I have to destroy my board state and draw 7 cards.
Oh.
This is funny. I like this as a good way to end it. I'm cool with that.
Absolutely. This is lovely.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
Yeah, I just hate that my deck
Brian,
couldn't do anything.
you actually shuffle your graveyard and your library and then draw 7.
Oh, you're right.
And your life total becomes 20.
Yep. Yeah, I did that part,
And
but you're right. I do.
Your
shuffle.
hand goes in there too.
Oh, yep. Right then.
Yeah, so you're straight up starting over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean doesn't mean too much because I'll be at best I'll be able to play a land and but yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean, also, the Hoarding Broodlord and Sir Conrad swinging at you,
Right.
or with Mindcrank, will likely just kill you on Jarvis's turn.
Did you want to? I mean, you could. Okay, in theory, you could have floated mana, but we're still on your upkeep, right?
No.
No, it
because
was on I
we're-
cast. Yeah.
Pre-combat main phase.
Yeah.
Oh, pre-combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you could have floated any. Were there any untapped lands left?
I think I had 3. So I would have 2
Okay.
blue and a colorless. So yeah, that's a thing.
Check me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that's.
And Megan, I was saying that for your your colored infinite tokens, you either need monocolor packs or like guild packs. So that way I don't have to get any of those stinky green ones.
Oh, be quiet.
Meanwhile, I love the fact that they come in a mixed.
Yeah,
bundle,
I
'cause
think it's cool,
I
but
was
I-
looking at them at first. I saw the picture and I was like, oh, but which one would I pick? And then it's like, oh, I don't have to. Yes.
Look,
I
can
like
tell you
both
right now,
sides.
I already
agree.
knew I wasn't gonna be picking.
Let's go.
I will use the 4 mana to cast a decanter of endless water.
Hey, you don't have to discard.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have to anyway. But yeah, I got a bunch of lands off of that 7 draw and 1 creature that's big. I will pass.
Okay, untap.
Hit me with your best shot.
Likely about to happen, yes.
Cabal
Yeah, there's a
Stronghold.
good chance of that.
12.
Yeah, an option for the
12.
future. Exactly. Oh, huge pain for it. Oh, I can imagine. Yep.
Oh, I
That makes
assume
sense.
it would be.
But they're lovely. Is really the bottom line. We all
Yeah.
really
So,
appreciate them.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because now that they're colored, you can actually use each individual color to track the like massive amount of mana that you're making.
There you go.
All right, so another 4,
Okay.
And let's see if
1,
you
2.
keep milling.
3, 4. Whiffs, no creatures.
That means I have to do the thing.
Oh, what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lame mono black finisher.
Torment?
Gary.
Oh, okay.
When in doubt, Gray Merchant. Yep.
When in doubt, Gary out.
All right.
Yep.
That was cool. I like
it-
that. That was a good way to finish, and we finished on time.
That was fun. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so
Boy.
Good stuff.
starting with Joe, let's go in reverse order. Please tell the lovely chat who you are and where people can find you.
Why, hello again. I am Joe Kilcar. I'm a voice actor. I'm also one third of the host and editor of the Thought Vessel Show, a podcast where we like to talk about magic. And one of my favorite topics: am I the arch enemy? And am I the asshole? But make it magic. I also love playing these kinds of degenerate decks. Unfortunately, that deck didn't pop off because I had to continuously play control, and my board kept being nowhere.
That's happened sometimes.
It's like you had to play control to keep me in check, and I was playing mono black control to keep him in check.
I was just way behind because
And
my
that was
stuff's really
appropriate
big.
and fair.
Yeah, because the other two cards in my hand at that time were Meteor Golem and Spine of Ishsa. There was going to be more control.
Arvis, you're up next.
Hey everyone, I'm Jarvis. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Jarvis_Moonbeam. I am also 1/4 of Generic Commander. With Ham, we upload new YouTube videos every Tuesday, and it's just generic gameplay where we just play Commander with 4 friends, or however many ever friends you want to say. Sometimes there's 3 friends and an enemy, and I'm the enemy.
You saw that.
take my turns
Enemy, if
as
you
being
might
the enemy,
be.
but yeah, good stuff. And hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm Hamhawks42 on all the places, and I stream here on Twitch in the mornings, Monday through Friday, on Arena primarily, doing all kinds of fun, weird, janky decks, and with a focus on community deck brewing, and we even do community battles on Fridays, which is a ton of fun. I'm a graveyard enthusiast. If I can pull it out of the graveyard, I'm gonna lean into that strategy. So, am I gonna be trying to, a Boyle's Awakening Omniscience here on Tuesday when Foundation drops? Yeah, totally. If you want to see that, that's over twitch.tv/hambox42. Love to see you out there. I'm also on the Magic Jank podcast and Generic Commander, like Jarvis was saying. So you can find me on a lot of places. Look, Google Hambox42, or I have my link tree on all my socials. So I'd love to see you in all the places. And yeah, and Brian, thank you so much for having me and for having us here to support a great cause. It was awesome, and this pod was
fantastic.
legit. Yeah, let's do it again sometime. for sure.
Absolutely.
This is awesome.
Seriously, thank all 3 of you very, very much for being a part of this, and it was a great 2 games. Very fun, good conversation and stuff, so I appreciate you. And now I got to kick your asses out because the next pod is coming in.
No.
So,
I will, in fact, be sending you that standard list that I brewed.
Heck yeah, I can't wait.
all right, guys, thanks a lot.
Groovy.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you.